Or feel like you're just drowning in tasks? Wishing you had like a secret weapon to blast through it all faster and better. Turns out that weapon already exists. It's AI, artificial intelligence.
Yeah, it's really remarkable how AI has gone from like sci-fi and movies to our daily lives. And I think for anyone who wants to get ahead professionally, understanding this AI thing is, well, essential.
Totally. And that's exactly what we're diving into today. No confusing jargon, just straight up actionable insights that you can use to actually level up at work.
Okay, well, one of the biggest things I hear is that AI is all about automation, but it's actually so much more than that. I mean, think of it like this. Software, regular software, just follows rules that someone programmed. AI, on the other hand, is all about algorithms that learn and adapt from real data.
Okay.
Like, have you ever noticed how spam filters get better at filtering out junk mail over time? That's AI in action. It's constantly learning from what you do.
That makes sense. So it's not just about automating things, it's more about having a system that improves as it goes.
Exactly. Now, picture that learning applied to your work. What we found is that AI can be a huge help in four main areas. First up is, of course, automation and efficiency. You know all those repetitive tasks that just eat up your day? AI can handle those, freeing you up for more strategic work.
Okay, so like what? Give me an example.
Sure, if you're in marketing, AI can handle scheduling social media posts, even creating content.
Okay, that does sound helpful, but how do you make sure it doesn't sound generic? You want to keep that brand voice.
And that's where prompting comes in. It's not just telling the AI what to do, it's about guiding it to create something really great. Something called the STAR framework can be super helpful.
Okay, tell me more.
It stands for specific, task-focused, action-oriented, and relevant.
Let's break that down.
Okay, so say you want to make a presentation on AI. Instead of just saying, create a presentation on AI, try being specific. You could say, create a 10-slide presentation outlining the benefits of AI for project managers, focusing on risk mitigation and resource allocation. Include real-world examples and actionable takeaways.
Wow, yeah, that's way more targeted. So by being more intentional with our instructions, we can actually make the AI give us exactly what we need.
You got it. And the more you refine your prompts, the better the AI becomes. It's a learning process for both of you.
This is blowing my mind. What else can AI help with?
Okay, well, the second area is analysis and insights. This is where AI truly excels. Imagine sifting through tons of data and spotting trends humans might miss. Like, think about customer reviews. AI can analyze them and not only see the overall feeling, but also find emerging themes, things even you might miss.
That's huge, especially for anyone who works with mountains of data. It's like having a superpower research assistant.
Exactly. And then we have creation and enhancement. This is AI helping you generate content, anything from emails to presentations. It's like a creative partner in your pocket.
You know what I'm going to ask?
I think I do.
Will it really capture my style and voice? I don't want everything to sound like, a robot wrote it.
And that's the really cool part. You're still in control. You provide the direction, the context. The AI just helps you get there faster and more efficiently. It amplifies your existing skills.
Okay, that's good to know. So as we talk about all these possibilities, I'm curious, what's one task in your own work that you think AI could totally change? Something that feels really time-consuming or you have to go through tons of information?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's incredible to consider what AI could do. Just think about that for a second. We're really just at the beginning of this whole AI thing. There's a lot more to explore when it comes to how it can change the way we work. And that leads us to the fourth area, decision support. This is where AI can help us weigh options, think about risks, and, make better decisions overall.
Oh, interesting. So it's not just about like crunching numbers or creating content. AI can help with those big decision-making processes too.
For sure. Imagine financial analysts, right? They're trying to understand what's happening in the market, or a project manager figuring out timelines. AI can look at so much data and find risks and opportunities that would take humans forever to find.
Wow, that's a game changer for anyone who makes a lot of strategic decisions. It's like having an advisor who's always there and knows everything.
Yeah, but remember, it's not about just doing whatever the AI tells you. It's more like using its insights to help you make the final decision.
Got it. So AI can automate things, analyze stuff, create content, and even help us make decisions. It's like there's an AI for everything these days. But how do you even get started? It feels kind of overwhelming.
It can be a lot. I get that. The key is to start small. Don't try to do everything at once. Instead, pick one area where AI could really help. Maybe something that takes up a lot of time, like, I don't know, scheduling meetings, taking notes, or even writing those first drafts of reports.
Okay, so we don't have to become AI experts overnight. We can
Uh-huh.
just integrate it little by little, right?
Exactly. It's a process. You'll figure it out as you go,
Uh,
refining your prompts and finding new ways to use AI. Which actually reminds me, we should talk about prompt engineering again, that STAR framework I mentioned.
yeah, let's go back to that. Can you give us another example of how we can use it to make our AI better?
Okay, let's say you're a project manager and you need to write a progress report for your client. Instead of just telling the AI, write a progress report, use the STAR framework. Be more specific. You could say, write a progress report for Project X, highlighting key milestones achieved in the last month, outlining any challenges, and providing a clear overview of the next steps.
I see. That's way more specific. So instead of a basic report, you're getting something tailored to your needs.
Exactly. That's the power of good prompting. You're in control. You know, another thing that comes up a lot is this idea that all digital tools are AI, and that's just not true.
Yeah, I feel like everything says AI powered these days.
Hmm.
So how can we tell the difference between real AI and, just regular software?
Here's a way to think about it. A spreadsheet that does calculations. That's not AI, it's just following rules. But let's say you have a system that looks at how you spend money and gives you personalized tips on how to save. That's AI. It's learning and adapting to you.
So real AI means it can learn and adapt, right?
Yeah.
While normal software just follows instructions. That's a pretty important difference when we're talking about using AI at work.
It is. You need to understand what these tools can do and how to use them strategically. You know, another misconception is that AI is going to take everyone's jobs. But what's really happening is AI is making us better at our jobs, not replacing us.
It's not about us versus AI, it's about us working with AI. And those who figure that out will have a real edge in the future.
Totally. It's about using AI to do those routine tasks so we can use our brains for the important stuff. The strategic thinking, creative problem solving, the stuff only humans can do.
This has been so helpful. I feel like I actually understand AI now and how to use it. But before we move on, one more thing. Does AI always get it right? Or do we still need to double-check its work?
Good question. Even if you have the best prompts, remember AI is still a tool. You're the expert. So always check and make sure you're happy with what it creates.
So it's like a partner, but we can't just blindly trust everything it does.
Think of it as like a super talented intern. They can do amazing work, but you still want to look it over before sending it out, right? Okay, before we talk about practical ways to use AI, let's pause for a second. What's one thing that stood out to you today? What are you going to try at work?
That's a good question. Take a minute and think about it. We'll be right back with more on how to use AI like a pro.